Last two times there was some retaliation. After Uri, the government sent a surgical strike across the border, and after after Pulwama, there was the Balakot airstrike. Now today, I think we're going to see something more than that. It happened. I was actually in Lakshadweep with a parliamentary committee, but from there, with bad connectivity, I was still able to get out a message condemning it very strongly. I think there is no doubt anymore in anyone's mind. This is part of a pattern we have seen for a quarter of a century. Going back to Chhattisgarh in 2000 and going through so many other incidents. And most notably, of course, we've seen Uri, we've seen Sangrota, we've seen Pathankot, we've seen Pulwama, and now we have seen the horrors of Pahalgam. I think it's very clear there is a pattern. People are encouraged, trained, armed, equipped, and often guided from across the border. Then Pakistan denies all responsibility. Eventually, responsibility is established, proven, including by foreign intelligence agencies. And then India has to cede, but we tend not to escalate beyond a point. Last two times, there was some retaliation. After Uri, the government sent a surgical strike across the border. And after after Pulwama, there was the Balakot airstrike. Now today, I think we're going to see something more than that. I think it's very clear that while we have a whole range of options, diplomatic, economic, intelligence sharing, covert action, overt action, all of that, some sort of visible military response is unavoidable. I think the nation is demanding it and expecting it. No one knows what it will be, where it will be, and when it will be. But I am convinced there will be some response. It's at least the 11th or 12th time that the casualties have been more than one or two people. There have been dozens of attacks with one or two victims, but if you look at the number of attacks which has taken at least double-figure tolls, this must be at least the 10th or 12th. Look, as far as intelligence failure is concerned, it's obvious that there was not foolproof intelligence. Obviously, there was some failure, but the question is whether the inevitable investigation that is required should be the priority now, or whether a credible response should be the priority now. In due course, there will have to be an investigation by the government, because it's the government's own responsibility to fix accountability and figure out what happened. And I hope they will do so. But we've got the example of Israel, October 7th. The world's best intelligence services, according to everybody, were taken by surprise on October 7th just 2 years ago. And my own view very clearly is that it seems to me that just as the Israelis are waiting till the end of the war before they demand accountability and answers, similarly, we too should first see the present crisis through, and then definitely there should be an accounting. But I don't expect at any time now or in the future that any country will ever have 100% foolproof intelligence. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't. We'll never know about the various terror attacks that were successfully thwarted. We only know about the ones we failed to thwart. That is normal in any kind of relationship. I do agree that there were failures, but I do not agree right now that that should be the main focus. Main focus should be the outrageous crimes committed against innocent Indian tourists, the damage that is sought to be wrought to the economy of Kashmir in order to increase discontent in Kashmir, the damage being done to communal relations even within India by their kind of inflammatory communal rhetoric when the general in charge of the Pakistan army says Hindus and Muslims can never live together. What is the message he wants to send? This is disgraceful, contemptible language, and we must stand up firmly and unitedly against it. To my mind, all of India is united in wanting to give a fitting response to the Pakistanis.